There's a mountain that lives inside each of us. Some fear it, some ignore it, but a rare few, choose to climb it. This is the story of one such climber, a man who had everything and lost it, only to discover that the greatest victory wasn't outside but within. Aarav was 28. He had a good job in a city that never slept, a startup of his own, dreams of success, and the fire to prove himself. But one wrong partnership, one betrayal, and everything collapsed. His company went bankrupt. His best friend disappeared. His family stopped asking how he was. In just 6 months, Aarav went from boardrooms to his childhood room, jobless, isolated, invisible. Every night he stared at the ceiling, asking himself, am I a failure or just forgotten? One sleepless night, Aarav boarded a late train. Nowhere to go, just wanted to move. An old man sat beside him, reading an old, torn book. Without looking up, the man said, "You look like you're running from something." Aarav was stunned. He didn't reply. The old man closed his book. "You know what's worse than failure?" Aarav shook his head. "Spending your whole life never knowing who you really could have been, if you just tried again." Before Aarav could say a word, the man smiled and got off at the next station. Gone. Those words echoed in Aarav's head. He went home, looked in the mirror, and whispered, "I'm not done." The next morning he took the first job he could get, part-time helper in a bookstore. No titles, no prestige, just shelves of knowledge, and a chance to start again. In between dusting books and stacking shelves, Aarav read business, psychology, life stories. He started volunteering at a local NGO on weekends, helping school kids with career questions. He began to feel needed again, not as a CEO, but as a human being. One day, a teenage boy walked into the bookstore. Sad eyes, messy hair. "Bia," he asked Aarav, "should I drop out of school? I'm not good at anything." Aarav sat him down and shared his story, not the filtered one, the raw version. 2 years later, that same boy got into a top university. He came back and said, "You didn't just give me advice. You gave me hope." Aarav realized something. His failures had taught him what success never did. He started uploading short videos online, talking about failure, burnout, comparison, rejection. Nothing fancy, just honest words from someone who had lived it. People connected. 100 followers became 1,000. 1,000 became 100,000. He was invited to speak at schools, companies, events. Not because he was rich, but because he was real. 3 years later, Aarav stood on a TEDx stage. His talk, "The Mountain Within." He looked at the crowd and said, "The real mountain isn't outside. It's the fear that says you're not enough. The regret that whispers it's too late. But every step you take, every time you rise after falling, you climb." The audience stood in applause, not for a man who won, but for the man who refused to quit. Today, Aarav runs a foundation that helps young dropouts and failed entrepreneurs. He still visits that train station sometimes, hoping to see that old man again. He never did. Maybe he was real, maybe not. But one thing is certain, that one sentence saved a life. Be thankful for the fall. Be thankful for the silence. Be thankful for the pain, because without them, you'd never find the mountain inside you. And once you climb it, you never go back to being who you were. Thank you for watching. Remember, the mountain isn't outside, it's within. Keep climbing, keep believing, and one day you'll look back and realize how far you've come. Speech Balloon, subscribe for more stories that move your heart and fuel your journey.